Hello everyone, and let's talk about patch 3.2. Now we know patch 3.2, if you watched the live stream, I didn't watch it to be honest. The live stream went up on Friday, March the 20th actually. March the 20th, I was the 21st there. March 20th it went out and they revealed the first details of patch 3.2. Now there's two major things that are going to occur in patch 3.2. The first one is the appearance designer, the outfit designer should we say, which was first revealed to us. Basically now you're going to get 16, yes, 16 tabs that you're going to get. 16 outfit tabs, so you can equip 16 different outfits if you really want to. The first tab is going to be free. Each tab is going to cost you an escalating amount of credits. It's going to cost you 20k for like the first few. Next few are going to cost you 40k, and then it's going to cost you 80k, and then 200k for weird reason for the 16th one, which is poor value if you ask me. So it's going to cost you, the 15th one's going to cost you 80k, and then the 16th one's going to cost you 200k if this is right. I don't get it. You can pay for it with cartel coins as well. Current pricing is not available. 16 tabs. Pretty generous. So what are you going to put in those 16 tabs? Well, basically you get 2 tabs right now. You are going to get a gear tab and the outfit tab. So you're going to get 16 outfit tabs. So you're going to have the tab that's going to have your gear in it, and you're going to have the tab that's going to have your outfits. Now you can choose which one you want displayed. By the way, I haven't been on the PTR. We'll take a look more in depth in that when we get on to the PTS. But basically what you're going to do is you can put any equipment slot into there. It does still have class restrictions, so you can use any rarity of items. So you can have blues, greens. There are some nice blue pieces in the game that I quite like, so it's pretty good. But there are restrictions though based on the class, which is weird. So for example, a sage can't equip a heavy armor piece for some reason. However, a bounty hunter who can wear heavy armor can equip a sage piece. You know, or a, you know, like an Inquisitor piece, I guess, if we're going by faction. It's kind of weird. Doesn't affect cartel armor, because of course cartel armor is all adaptive, and the social armor is adaptive as well. So most of the armors in the game are adaptive, particularly a lot of the end game stuff, a lot of the Oriconian stuff. Anything that was Oriconian, that's the 180 non-set bonus gear. Everything after that is all adaptive anyway, so it doesn't affect that. If you want the Masasi smuggler set, if you really want that on your sage, then you know there's going to be no restriction on that because it's adaptive gear anyway. So again, pretty interesting actually. It's a feature that it does need. It certainly does need that, the appearance designer. Now it's going to cost you credits to slot pieces in. To slot everything in, it's going to cost you, I think it's 14k per piece. It's 98k to slot everything in, which is reasonable. You know, it's going to cost you under 100k. What is going to cost us a hell of a lot of credits, and I would recommend that you start farming credits right now, because it's a month until release. It's just over a month until release. If it releases now, I would recommend farming as many credits as possible, because what's going to happen, certainly what I'm going to do, is I am going to remove all the mods from my Scoundrels gear. I'm going to put it into a set of legacy shells. So what's going to be in the gear tab is going to be legacy bound gear, and then I'm going to send the gear to my operative, and then I'm going to have my current outfit in the appearance tab, I guess. Or maybe we'll change it, I don't know. But we're going to have different, I'm going to have different things in so I'm going to have to pull out all those 192 mods, some 192, 198 mods, and re-augment all of that, and then put everything into a legacy bound set. So that's going to cost me, I think, north of about maybe 2 to 3 million credits. So I better get farming. Basically, I want to put the gear in as legacy, because I want to share the gear with my operative, because I have the 6-piece Revenite, not Revenite, I have the well, I have one Revenite piece, but I've got mostly it's resurrected. I've got mostly the resurrected set bonus set with the pretty decent mods, actually, pretty best in slot enhancements as well I have. So I want to share that with my operative, because it saves me gearing my operative. It'll be easy enough. They can have 2 different appearances and they can share the same gear. That is what we want. ultimately. That's what we want. And again, it suits the free-to-play models. This is a very good change for the game. It's something that, will it revitalize the game? I don't know, maybe. Maybe we'll get people running old content for some cool looking stuff. Although it would be nice if they'd put the old Rakata shells and the Kalumi shells and the Taiwanese shells, put them back into EV and operations like that. Just have them as armorings with no mods in them. It'd be nice to see them do that. They'll probably put more armor in the cartel market. Another thing I would recommend you do before patch 3.2 is I recommend that if you like a piece of armor or a piece of gear that you want to buy and it's available on the GTN, I would buy it now, because what is going to happen is demand is going to go up for that gear. I've got a lot of pieces, I've got a lot of sets of gear which I'll be selling now. I think we're going to be selling them when 3.2 comes out, because people will be customizing their gear, so prices may rise on the GTN. So if you've got your eye on a piece of gear that you want, I would collect the set now. I would finish your set collection now of any pieces that you really want just before patch 3.2 comes out, because you know demand is going to go up, and when demand goes up, prices go up. And it's good for those of us who are selling though, because I've got like 6 or 7 set pieces in there, and armor really was not selling on the GTN, to be honest with you. Decoration sold well, weapons never really sold that well either. But armor and weapons, you can do this for weapons as well. You can have the appearance of another weapon, I guess. I think you can, actually. I'm pretty sure. It does have all the... is it the armor slots or is it the weapons? I saw the first screenshot had legacy bound weapons in it. No, it doesn't. It's just the 8 armor slots. You can't do it with weapons. Just looking at the page here. So the next big feature that we're going to get is we are getting a new planet. We are getting Ziost, which is the former Imperial homeworld. So again, it's going to be the Return of the Emperor. Rise of the Emperor, should we say, is the new patch, the patch title. So we're going to get Ziost. There's going to be no real details on what we can expect. There's going to be no new raid, really. It's going to be story content, we know that. You're going to be working with Lana and Theron again, but we don't know if there's going to be new flashpoints or a new raid or anything like that. It'd be unlikely. I don't expect there's going to be a new raid. I think if there was a new raid, they would have announced a new raid a month out from it, and certainly we'd be capping our comms if there was a new raid tier coming. So it's unlikely that we're going to get a new raid in SWTOR in patch 3.2. Whether we're going to get new flashpoints or not, I don't know. Maybe it'll end with a tactical flashpoint. But it is a new planet. We'll probably get is something similar to Titans of Industry and Oricon. You know, the Oricon story, not the Oricon raid. So it might be sort of Oricon-like, or hopefully it's bigger than Zerka, actually. Hopefully it's a bit bigger than CZ198. We'll probably get something, think Section X, Oricon, you know, a daily hub area that we're going to get. Probably get some new dailies, new weekly quest, maybe a new world boss, hopefully. Hopefully we get something new. We need an instance world boss. This expansion is sorely lacking an instance world boss. I mean, I love doing Golden Fury. Golden Fury was great to do when you wanted a quick raid. You wanted just to do something quickly. You didn't have a lot of time, and you wanted to just do something, or you would do that as the raid before the main raid. You know, you'd do... If you were doing Scum and Villainy or Terror from Beyond, and say you were getting stuck on a boss, usually Operator 9 was the boss people got stuck on in TFB, what you would do is you'd maybe take a little break and go do Taboro's Courtyard and kill the Golden Fury. It was a nice little distraction. It gave you a few ultimate comms. It did drop tier pieces, so it was worth doing. You know, you would get Arcanian for story and Underworld for... hard mode it was. Yeah, there wasn't any nightmare mode for that. So you get Arcanian or Underworld. It came out of date fairly quickly, but it is nice to get that tier piece that dropped in it. That's what everybody came for. Also the things for the mounts from the GSI as well was another reason to go in there and do Taboro's Courtyard. So what else are we getting? What are we getting that's new? Companion gifts are getting subcategories. We're getting PvP decorations available for Warzone, ranked Warzone comms. We're getting a few decorations for PvPers. Hey, you're getting no new maps, you're getting no new real content, but you're getting decorations. Yay! Go PvPers! Yay! we're BioWare, we care about PvPers, we won't give you any new war zones, but screw it, we'll give you a reason to grind out comms, we'll just give you fluff. Also mounts, they're changing a lot of the mounts. Sadly, one of the things added to that is the Alliance one. The Alliance one is going to scale with your speeder piloting skill. I think that kind of sucks, because one of the things about the Alliance mount, I can't remember what it's called again. I think I said it in a stream. It's the one you get for the refer a friend thing. So basically, that's going to scale to your speeder piloting skill, which kind of sucks, because one of the best things about that was it was 110% movement speed from level 10. That was one of the coolest things about that mount, so thanks. Now we're not going to use it anymore. Thanks, BioWare. But I guess they want us to buy Cartel mount. Don't want us using the Refer a Friend mount. So there's a few class changes coming. Concentration and focus are getting changed. For the Ruffian Scoundrel is getting changed a little bit. It's going to do a bit more slows. Saboteur Gunslinger, reducing damage. Just ignore that spec now. The Power Tech is getting a dot spread, which is nice. Your Flamethrower is going to spread your missile. What is it? Your I can't remember what it's called. Flamethrower spread incendiary missile. There it is. Incendiary missile. I was reading incendiary round and thinking that's not right. That was the Vanguard I was reading. So there you go. Incendiary missile is going to get a little bit of dot spreading. So yeah, I guess to make up for the loss of full auto, they're giving us a dot spread. So it might work out fairly well. Spreading that incendiary missile. We're already a pretty nice AoE class as it is, but you know, we're getting a little extra dot so we can spread our Scorch. Well, our Scorch spreads automatically, so we've already got a secondary thing to spread. It's going to spread by Flamethrower, so your incendiary missile and then your Flamethrower. Also, your Flamethrower charges are going down to 2 instead of 3. See how that affects it. I'll need to get on the PTS. I might take my Power Tech to the PTS, and we'll have a look at it, because the last time I fired up the PTS, it just crashed. And I don't really bother with the PTS, but we'll take a look at 3.2. But yeah. So yeah, that's it. There's not a lot of detail about Ziost yet. I probably won't play it on the PTR, to be honest with you. Don't want to do story spoilers. If we do that, if we do go to the PTR, we'll just check out the costume designer, because I don't like doing story spoilers. It is a story-driven game. And we'll do the story stuff when the patch goes live. It goes live in less than a month's time, but right now we just have to be bored sitting on the fleet, waiting forever for Group Finder to pop, and you know, just generally bored. I did notice that the Yavin 4 weekly gives you ultimate comms now. 4 ultimate comms, it's kind of makes it worthwhile doing, but it just makes it a pain in the arse thing that you have to get out the way now every week to get your 4 ultimate comms. Yay! Ultimate 4 count them, 4 whole ultimate comms for that Yavin 4 weekly now. And apparently Zerka is getting redesigned. The flashpoint's not going to be part of the weekly anymore apparently, so we'll check that out when we get there. So we'll have a little look at that. So that is all for this video. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you again soon, and goodbye.